So good morning, good afternoon, and greetings of the day to all the students. Thank you for supporting our channel. For those who are new to our channel, do subscribe and do like our videos in case you like it. So as you know, till now we have discussed in detail class 6 maths chapter 5 exercise 5.4, and in this video we'll be dealing with exercise 5.5. So in case you want to watch our previous videos, our previous chapters, the link is in the description for the playlist. You can check it out from there. So let's start the video. Coming to exercise 5.5. Which of the following are models for perpendicular lines? ठीक है, तो इसमें बोल रहा है कि we need some model examples or some classic examples which can represent the concept of perpendicular lines. So what are perpendicular lines? The lines which are at 90 degree with each other, or you can say a quadrant. The lines which form the quadrant are at 90 degree with each other. X and y are perpendicular to each other, y and x dash is perpendicular to each other, and x dash and y dash is perpendicular to each other, and similarly y dash and x is perpendicular to each other. Okay, so adjacent edges of a tabletop. So as you know, this is a tabletop and these are the legs. So obviously these are at 90 degree, except if the table itself is a modular table having designs, etc. So if it is a normal table, then it is at 90 degrees. Okay. Coming to the second example, the lines of a railway track. Okay. Now the question is that this is the railway track. Okay. And these are the supports, the cemented supports which are placed and on which the railway track is placed upon. Okay, and there are gravels placed totally uniformly distributed, which prevent the railway tracks from getting misplaced, and this ultimately helps to prevent the trains from getting derailed. So if you are talking about the lines of a railway track, these lines, then these are parallel to each other. Okay, so not perpendicular, but yes, if it had been the lines of the railway track with respect to the railway track, then it would have been a perpendicular degree, because this makes a perpendicular degree angle between them. But this, on the other hand, they both are parallel, are not perpendicular. Okay, coming to part C, the line segments forming the letter L. So classically L is represented like this, and this is a right angle triangle, okay. And part D, the letter V, is obviously angle representing an acute angle. So therefore the answer for this is this, the adjacent edges of the tabletop. Had it been the opposite edges of the tabletop, then it would have become the similar case as that of the lines on the railway track. This will not be, this will be, and this will not be, because it is an acute angle. Okay. Question number 2. Let PQ be perpendicular to the line segment XV. Let PQ and XY intersect in point A. What is the measure of PAY? मतलब क्या कह रहा है? There is a line PQ, okay, and it is perpendicular to the line segment XY. It is perpendicular to the line segment XY. Therefore, this means that PQ is not joining XY as of now. Let us draw it properly so that it is neatly represented. Chalo, coming back to the question, we have drawn two lines. Let this be PQ. These are line segments. Okay. So as you will grow, as you will proceed to the future classes in the senior classes, as you will go to the class 8 and 9, etc., you will start saying lines as line segments as lines, because then the differentiation of lines and line segment is not that much, because it is used interchangeably. But as of now, the lines and line segments and rays are totally different and totally separate from each other. Okay, so we'll take care of that. So coming back to the question 2, we have drawn two lines neatly and properly. Let PQ be a line segment, okay, and perpendicular to the line segment XY. Okay, let PQ and XY intersect at a point A. Okay, So this means that this will be extended and this will be extended at a point. Let us say this is A. What is the measure of angle PAY? Okay, so the angle measure of PAY is asked to us. Obviously, since PQ and XY are perpendicular to each other, if they are extended, the extension will also be parallel or and coinciding with the corresponding lines, and therefore it will also be a 90-degree angle. That is, this line and this line, if it is extended, for example, the line segment become the lines. ये जो part होगा, this part, and ये जो part होगा, this part will be parallel and coinciding to the line segment XY. Similarly, for PQ, the extension will be parallel and coinciding. If I say parallel, if I say that PQ is parallel to XY, this means that the two lines are separate from each other at a distance and they do not meet at a common point. That is, they are parallel with each other. If I extend them indefinitely on either side, they will not meet and therefore they will be known as parallel. But if I say that PQ and XY, or let me say PQ and AB, are parallel and coinciding, then this means that this is AB line segment and this is PQ line segment, and it is obtained, the line segment AB is obtained by extending PQ on either side. Our PQ is obtained when AB is reduced on the either side. Therefore they are parallel and coinciding. ठीक है, तो ये दो वर्ड्स आपके लिए एडिशनल कॉन्सेप्ट है. रिमेंबर इट एंड यूज इट as frequent as you can, as usual as you can, so that you get the habit of using these technical terms. ठीक है, तो एंगल PAY will also be 90 degrees, क्योंकि जो एक्सटेंशन होगा that will be parallel and coinciding, और अल्टीमेटली वो सेम ही बनाएगा जो पहले बना रहा था. इसी से हमारा एक और क्वेश्चन कॉन्सेप्ट रिलेटेड है, द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास व्हेन यूज्ड टू व्यू एन एंगल. जैसे हमने इस एंगल को मेजर किया मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास से, तो वो हमें कैसा दिखेगा? वो हमें इतना बड़ा दिखेगा, मान लेते हैं. ठीक है, इससे क्या होगा? द गैप बिटवीन द एंगल was this, but after viewing with a magnifying glass, the gap between the angle got enlarged. The arms of the angle got enlarged, but the degree of the angle remains the same. Okay. Coming to question number 3. There are two set squares in your box already. You know about that. The set squares are known as the triangles which you have. Okay. What measures of the angles are formed at their corners? Do they have any angles measure that are in common? ठीक है, तो obviously the common is that जहाँ पे वो 90 डिग्री होते हैं वो हमारा एंगल कॉमन है, and on the other hand one set square is, therefore they have a 45 degree and 45 degree. On the other hand, the other set square also has the 90 degree, but it has the angle measure of somewhat 60 degree and 30 degree on the other sides, but 90 degree again on the common side. Okay, you can measure the same with the help of a protractor. And proceeding to question number 4. मुझे लगता है कि आप लोगों को चीजें समझ आ रही होंगी. In case you are not able to understand or you want the pace to get faster or slower, comment on our video so that the pace can be adjusted as per the comments. याद रहे, कोई अगर फास्ट बोलेगा, कोई स्लो बोलेगा, तो it will be a reasonable adjustment, because the video is to educate and enlighten both the students, those who are weak and those who are strong. Question number 4. Study the diagram. The line L is perpendicular to M. ठीक है, हमें पता है लाइन को हम कैसे रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, either in the form of AB or can be represented by a small letter. AB is in caps and L is in small caps. Is CE is equal to EG. ठीक है, देख लेते हैं. Considering this line L as a number line, we can consider it as a number line x and x dash, and we see that these are equidistant. The A and B and 0 and C, these are equidistant with each other, है ना? तो अब इसके हिसाब से हम लोग देख लेते हैं CE कहाँ जा रहा है भाई, 1 और 2, एंड EG कहाँ जा रहा है, एक और दो, ठीक है, एक और दो है। तो हाँ, अच्छा, इफ वी लुक एट द पिक्चर एग्जैक्टली देन वी विल सी दैट डीई इज अ लिटिल बिट बड़ा देन ईएफ। इट इज मतलब विजिबली ऐसा लग रहा है, बट फॉर सेफ साइड टेक आउट योर रूलर एंड मेजर इट एंड देन यू कैन गिव द एग्जैक्ट आंसर considering it as a fault of NCERT or the image or printing. Therefore, we will say that C is equal to EG. Now, coming to part B. So now coming to part B, we see that does PE bisect CG? ठीक है, तो पी कहाँ गया आपका, पी और ई है, ठीक है, और सी जी कहाँ गया, एक दो और ई एफ जी, ठीक है। ऑब्वियसली पी बाइसेक्ट सी जी, क्योंकि ये दो जम्प्स है और ये भी दो जम्प्स है, कंसिडरिंग इट यूनिट equally placed, equidistant with each other, all the consecutive points, all the adjacent points. Obviously, yes, the answer will be yes. If CE is equal to EG, then obviously PE will bisect CG. C is not equal to EG, the point P or the line M will not bisect CG. ठीक है ना, चलो। तो कई बार इस तरह की मिस्टेक्स हो जाती हैं प्रिंटिंग में, तो यू विल हैव टू अप्लाई अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ कॉमन सेंस। ठीक है, पार्ट सी पे आ जाते हैं। आइडेंटिफाई एनी टू लाइन सेगमेंट्स फॉर विच पी इज परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर। ठीक है, एनी टू लाइन सेगमेंट्स जिसके लिए ये हटा देते हैं, द पी इज परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर, मतलब लाइन एम को हमें लेना है और उसके रेफरेंस में पॉइंट ई है, उसको हमें देखना है और उसके हिसाब से ले लेना है। तो कौन कौन से पॉइंट्स हो सकते हैं, बहुत सही। इसका सबसे अच्छा तरीका क्या है, एक लेफ्ट पे हॉप करो और एक राइट पे हॉप करो, जो पॉइंट्स आए उनको लिख लो। ठीक है, इसके बाद फिर दो पे हॉप करो, फिर इसके बाद दो पे हॉप करो, जो पॉइंट्स आए उन्हें लिख लो। क्या क्या आ रहे हैं, द लाइन डी, लाइन सेगमेंट डी एफ, ठीक है, और क्या आ रहा है, सी जी, और क्या आ रहा है, बी एच। ठीक है, एच के आगे कोई और डिविजन्स नहीं दे रखे हैं और ए से पहले प्रायर जो है जीरो, उसका नाम नहीं दे रखा है, देयरफॉर वी विल नॉट कंसिडर इट। सो द ओनली आर डी एफ, टी जी एंड बी एच। ओके, कमिंग टू पार्ट डी, आर दीज ट्रू? चलो ये भी देख लेते हैं। ए सी इज मोर देन एफ जी। ए सी कितना है भाई, दो हॉप्स है, ठीक है, ए सी हमारा दो हॉप है, और एफ जी कितना है ये भी देख लेते हैं, एक हॉप है। तो देयरफॉर एफ जी जो है वो ऐसा होगा। तो क्या यही चीज लिख रखी है आंसर में, बिल्कुल, देयरफॉर दिस इज ट्रू। सी डी इज इक्वल टू जी एच, सी डी देख लेते हैं, सी डी हमारा एक हॉप है, देयरफॉर सी डी इज इक्वल टू वन, और जी एच जो है हमारा वो भी एक हॉप है, देयरफॉर वन इज इक्वल टू वन इज इक्वल टू जी एच। क्या यही चीज यहाँ लिख रखी है, यस, देयरफॉर दिस विल आल्सो बी ट्रू। पार्ट थ्री पे आ जाते हैं, बीसी। बीसी कितना है भाई, दिस इज ओनली वन हॉप, देयरफॉर बीसी इज इक्वल टू वन। और ई एच कितना है, ई एक हॉप, दो हॉप और तीन हॉप, तो इज लेस देन थ्री, इज इक्वल टू ई एच। क्या यही चीज लिख रखी है, यस, देयरफॉर दिस विल आल्सो बी ट्रू। So the first method of solving such examples or such questions is that take the line segments, the nomenclature, write it down, and write the and mention the values of those line segments either by measuring or by observation or by common sense or the given things like equidistant with each other. उसे लिखो, बीच का जो आपका कंपैरिजन साइन है वहां डब्बा ड्रॉ करो, और उसके बाद उसका साइन लिखो और फिर उसे क्वेश्चन से कंपेयर कर लो। यू विल नॉट गेट एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन और गलत आंसर। So with this we conclude exercise 5.5, and in the next video we will be dealing with a classification of triangles, and they can be classified on the basis of the sides as well as on the basis of angles. So keep supporting our channel and do like our videos. This channel is for the good cause or the greater good of our students, of those who are weak and those who are strong. And slowly we'll be completing class 6th maths, and then we'll move on to class 6 science, and then we will proceed on to class 7 and similar fashion will be followed. Also, after completing class 6 mathematics and class 6 science, in case there are some topics which are dispersed throughout in different chapters, we will summarize it as one single video, and we'll make topic wise video so that you can jot down all the points which are important regarding that topic. So till then, till we meet again, goodbye.